Welcome to Cosplay Kitchen! I'm your host, Ashweez Cosplay, and today we're gonna make delicious tomato soup from the video game Overcooked. Now before we begin, you'll need a few ingredients for your tomato soup. You'll need a pot, some cardboard, some red fabric. Now this is a nice shiny red fabric. It's Yayahan 4-way super stretch vinyl, but any other fabric should do. You'll also need a hot glue gun and sticks, a ruler, some popsicle sticks, a pen or a pencil, and some paper. You can either use normal printer paper or a nice sturdy cardstock, which is what I would highly recommend. And then also for the tomato signs, you'll need either Adobe Illustrator or a comparable tracing program and a printer, or if you don't have access to that, just some markers or crayons, whatever you want to draw. Let's begin.
Draw a circle 1/2 inch smaller than the rim of your pot to cardboard. Next, you'll measure out the height that you want the soup to come at. This one, it was 6.5, so measure out 7 so that you have 1/2 inch and cut strips that are that length. So this is 7 inches and maybe by 2 inches. That 1/2 inch you'll need to fold over so that it can attach to the circular cardboard. Cut your red fabric out, roughly a little bit larger than the circle, and then use hot glue to hot glue it together. So a little bit on the top and then cover up the edges. Next up, you'll hot glue your little table legs that you made. After you fold them, you hot glue them, and so it'll look kind of like a little table. Next, cut out more of your red fabric, this time in the shape of soup dripping over the side of the pot. This will give you something to grab onto in case you need to remove this from the pot. So for the tomato signs, I traced out the tomatoes in Illustrator. I'm not going to show you exactly how to do that. This is just to show you how I set it up for print. So I traced out the tomato and then I put a little circle around it to show me where to cut. I grouped it all together and then I zoomed out. I used an artboard of 11 by 17 for tabloid sized paper. You can make it 8.5 by 11 if that's the type of paper that you have handy. Here I alt-clicked and dragged to duplicate, and then I did that again. And so now I have 8 tomatoes on my paper. I did 8 just so I had an extra, just in case, and also because it would fit on 11 by 17. So here I'm fitting them a little bit better. Having them staggered make them fit better on the paper. And again, you can use 8.5 by 11 or 11 by 17, whatever you have handy. Here I'm just centering it to the artboard to make sure it all fits within the margins. And then we go to Save As, and we save as a PDF. And you can see over here that I already exported it. This is the one that I actually use. And it looks a little bit different because I had reflected these tomatoes so that they would line up with the other ones. After printing out the tomatoes on some 11 by 17 inch cardstock, I cut them out using those circles that I had put around each tomato. Once I was done cutting out the tomatoes, I hot glued them to little popsicle sticks. I put them on either side of the popsicle stick so that this way, no matter which way the sign was facing, it would look right and you wouldn't have a blank one.
There you have it! That's how you make overcooked tomato soup. I'm Ashweez Cosplay. Thanks for watching! Bye!